What's up guys, it's me Caitlin from CCO Tech and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be telling you my favorite iOS 16 features. iOS 16 was released on Monday, September 12th, so I've been using it for a couple days and I have some features that I just love. But before we get started with the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. So right off the bat, iOS 16 is compatible with the iPhone SE 2nd generation all the way up to the 14s. The 14s recently came out as well, and it's really exciting. So my most favorite feature out of any iOS 16 feature is the ability to customize your lock screen. I think that iPhone really likes just giving people the option to customize their devices. So now we can customize our lock screens and we can have multiple different wallpapers. If you hold down on your current lock screen, you can switch it from lock screen to lock screen. You can add widgets to your lock screen. Let's say you wanted to add the weather, you can add reminders, you can add your battery percentage. There's all these different widgets that you can choose from. They're different sizes. Some are rectangular, some are circular. You can show your Apple Watch rings, your AirPods battery percentage. You can show a lot of widgets on your lock screen. They'll always be there. And the ones I currently have are reminders and my phone percentage, because instead of having to go to the control center, I can just turn on my phone and see what percent I'm on. Another thing that I really like is you're given the ability to change the font of the time. And I think that some of them are very similar to the default, but other fonts, it makes it look more futuristic and it kind of gives your phone a different feel. You can change it from it being bold, maybe the font has fancier numbers. I currently have one that has more of a futuristic look where the numbers are made up of different lines. So I think that's really cool. On top of that, you can change the filter on whatever photo you choose for your lock screen or home screen. It can be, the natural color. You can have it be duotone, black and white. You can blur it. You can have color wash. And another thing is, if you don't have a set wallpaper, you can just choose a single color that you want that background to be, and that can be your wallpaper. So you can change those as well. Still talking about the lock screen, you can set certain lock screens to specifically be on focus mode. So you can make another lock screen or wallpaper, and when you switch to it, it automatically puts your phone on focus mode. So I think that's really helpful. Let's say you're coming back from school and you want to focus on your homework and you don't want any distractions. You just hold down the wallpaper, switch it to the one with that has focus mode set on it, and you're in. Another feature that I enjoy so much is the ability to edit your text messages. Because we all find those times where we make a typo or a mistake, and instead of retyping that mistake or retyping the sentence, you can just hold down that message and you'll find the edit option and you can change it. I mean, it shows the other person what the original message was, but at least the one that they see right off the bat is the edited version. This only works with iMessage, so if you're texting someone with SMS, you can't edit your text messages. Another thing with text is you can unsend messages. Along with that, you'll get a notification that that person has unsent a message, but it doesn't show what message was unsent. So if they never read it at all, then you'll have them guessing what you sent to begin with. So I think it's kind of similar to what Instagram has, except they don't notify you when you unsend a message, but I think it's good because sometimes we send things and then we regret it and we just don't want the other person to see it. So with this feature, we don't have to worry about sending things and regretting it and the other person is bound to see it. This one is definitely something that I use when I don't feel like typing, but they have made smarter and more improved dictation. And what that is basically that speech to text. You just talk to your phone and it types the words for you. So now it kind of matches the flow of how you speak. So if you take a pause, you don't have to say period. It will add one after you take a long enough pause, as well as commas and stuff. Alright, so this is what dictation looks like in action. If I wanted to put a certain emoji, I can just say crying laughing emoji, apple emoji, clown emoji, crying emoji, and I can also put 1, 2, 3. See how I'm typing and editing at the same time without having to turn this mode off? But yeah, this is what the new and improved Dictation looks like. It's not 100%, so if you say something, it might not register it as an emoji, but it's definitely getting more and more improved. So I think that's really cool because you can use both of those methods, have them work hand in hand, and it's just so much easier to type things. And after I updated my phone, I noticed I had a new app. They have added the fitness app to iPhone, and it's basically like what they had on the Apple Watch where you want to fill in your rings. Well, now you can set different fitness goals on your iPhone, especially for those who don't have Apple Watches, and it's very similar to an Apple Watch. So you can still get your steps in, your calories burned, anything like that you can do on your iPhone now. So I think that's really helpful if you don't want to get an Apple Watch, but you still want to have those goals, and it's not a third-party app. So thank you, Apple. And lastly, this is something that I was really happy to see because I use the Reminders app quite a bit because I'm at school and I always want to write down or type in, what homework I have to do for the day or when a project's due or whatnot. So I would always write reminders, and they're just in one section, reminders. Well, now with iOS 16, they've updated the app to where the reminders are separated from morning, afternoon, and night. So now you can have them in better sections so that you really know what you need to do in the morning. What do I need to do at night? Instead of kind of just looking at what time you have it set for. So I think just having more organization is a lot better. Along with that, you can look at your completed reminders and not only see which reminders you completed, but at which time you completed it. And I have accidentally checked off reminders that I didn't finish. You can obviously, restore them and have it back into whatever it needs to be so you can complete it. So I think that's a really good addition to iOS 16. I've found that these features are just extremely helpful for me. My favorite one is definitely the lock screen, but when it comes to actually using the phone, texting, unsending, and editing messages is going to be something very common for me. I'm going to be doing that a lot, especially the editing. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting some insight on what iOS 16 features I really enjoy. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.